Question 1 at EQA AS level, Chemistry Paper 1, Friday 27th of May, 2016. And obviously this will be in a separate playlist than the A-level ones. So this question is about electron configuration. Give the full electron configuration of Al atom and of a Cr3 plus ion. So the Al atom is going to be, go to the periodic table, Al, so aluminium, and right here just under boron, 13 electrons, so it's going to be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1. Cr3 plus ion, so we go to chromium. Here it's got 24 electrons, but because it's a 3 plus ion, we need to subtract 3 electrons. Subtract 3 electrons because it's a 3 plus ion. If it was a 2 minus ion, we'd add 2 electrons. If it was a 3 minus ion, we'd add 3, but it's a positive ion, we're going to subtract 3 electrons. So it's going to have a total not of 24, now it's 21. And now if we draw it out, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, what are we on now? 4, 10, 12, 3s2, 3p6, 18, 3p6, 4s2, 10, 10, 20, 3d1. However, remember for chromium and krypton, I think it's Cr and some other element, but there's a special rule. We're not going to leave it as this. It's actually going to be 3d3. So it's going to be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d3. And what I'd recommend is for electron configuration, first get a general practice of constructing it. Then obviously the key rules, if it's 3 plus ion, you subtract 3, and then just learn the 2 key special cases of chromium ion and the other ion off by heart. So then, which they probably will test you on, if they ask you to write an electron configuration of the 2 special cases, you already know it off by heart anyway. And then 1.2, deduce the formula of the ion as a charge of 2 plus with the same electron configuration as krypton. So it has the same electron configuration as krypton. Let's break this question down. And it has a charge of 2 plus. Same electron configuration as krypton. Where's krypton? So krypton has 36 electrons. Now this ion has a charge of 2 plus, so once we subtract 2 electrons, it's going to have the same electron configuration as krypton. Therefore this must have 38 electrons. Therefore it must be strontium. Therefore it's going to be Sr2 plus. Then it says 1.3, reduce the formula of the compound that contains 2 plus ions and 3 minus ions that both have the same electron configuration as argon. Argon has electron configuration of 18. So we need to find one element that has electron configuration. Well, if it's a 2 plus ion, we're going to subtract 2 electrons. So one that has 20 electrons and one that has 15 electrons. So the one that has 20 electrons is calcium. We're going to subtract that. It's going to be Ca2 plus. That's going to be the ion. And we need the one with the 3 minus ion. Well, it's going to have to be 15 electrons, because if it's 3 minus, we're going to add 3 electrons. So it's got to have 15 electrons to get to 18 electrons. So it's going to be phosphorus with 15 electrons. Phosphorus, and that's obviously 3 minus. And then just use a crisscross method. Swap the charges, so we get Ca3, and that's going to be P2 as your final answer. Ca3, P2. This is a really hard one marker. Definitely a hard one marker. This one, medium level difficulty. But this one is pretty hard. And that is the end of question 1.